platformers. In today's video, we are going to explore some of the AI content generation capabilities available in Power Platform using Prompt Builder. Now, Prompt Builder is part of the AI Builder toolset, and it uses ChatGPT in order to generate content based on a set of instructions and some input data that we provide. We are going to use Power Automate Flow in order to use the prompt builder prompts that we create in order to generate some content based on the input that we provide. So let's jump into it. Now we're going to start off with a Power Automate flow. It's a normal flow which is triggered manually. And in order to use AI Builder's prompt, first we're going to look at our AI Builder prompt. So we're going to use an incident report generator prompt. And it's basically what we have done is we have created a prompt and we have given it a set of instructions. So for example, it's going to start off by creating the summary of incident, then the location of the incident, and then we have basically divided it into different sections to capture some of the information out of the text that we're going to give it to perform the task on. And we're gonna basically take an example of, let's say there was a meeting, a Teams meeting, and there's a transcript of that meeting, and we're gonna use that transcript to basically generate a report. And if you're gonna test this prompt here, as you can see, we have provided it some text of a meeting transcript, and based on that transcript, it is basically generated what instructions we have provided in the prompt. So you can see there is some incident summary. There is this. It has captured the location of the incident, the reason of the incident, and the action plan for the incident, what to do next, right? And then there are some comments that we have captured from that meeting as well. So it has done pretty good as far as the prompt goes. It has basically generated what we requested it to do in the form of these instructions. Now we can basically, add or remove instructions. We can define some rules, like we have defined two rules here, that if there is some information is missing in a specific section, then just say no information found, and at least provide less than 10 bullet points for each section. So we don't want to get too much information. Now this can be changed. So for example, if I just say let give me just 3 bullet points, and if I test it out, it is going to do exactly that. So you can see it has provided me, less than 3 bullet points for each section. And we can be a bit more, accurate or be more exact about what we need as well. So just provide 3 bullet points. But the problem with that is that there's no guarantee that there'll be 3 bullet points for each section. So that can be a bit problem as well. But anyways, it seems to work the way we want it. And now let's see how we can use that in our Power Automate flow. So if I go, all right, let's say we're gonna close it off. So we're gonna go here, and then as you can see, there is an AI Builder connector in Power Automate flow. So if I click on that, it is going to give me a lot of different actions to perform different tasks. But what we are interested in is prompt, and there's only one action for using prompts, and that is to create text with GPT using a prompt. And it is pretty straightforward. So if I go in and select this, basically it is going to populate all the prompts that I have generated, and then I can select one of those prompts in this environment. So I'm going to select the incident report generator prompt, and once I do that, it is going to look at what variables are required to run this prompt. So if I go back and click here again, you can see there's just one, which is the meeting transcript. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to populate the text. So I'll just copy it from here, and I can populate it here. So it's basically a transcript. You can get it by either uploading it somewhere, or you can also use something like Graph API to get the meeting transcript from the users' meetings as well. But that's again depends on how you want to do it. So if let's just keep it here for now, and let's close this and save it, and then we're just gonna test it out and see maybe I should. Okay, so it has given it a name. That's good. So now let's just test it out and see what if we get what we need. Just gonna run the flow. It's pretty straightforward. And as you can see, there's just one action, which is basically going to call the prompt with the content that we have provided it. And it is going to generate a text result. So as you can see, it has generated the same result that we saw earlier in the prompt builder, which is good. And now we can use this text and let's say we can do stuff like we can create a report based on that, or we can also, we can use a template to generate a report, a word report on the incident as well. We can, as I mentioned before, what we can also do is we can get this content if we upload it somewhere in the SharePoint. So let's say I have a SharePoint site and I've uploaded all these meeting transcripts here. So what I can do now is I can use the SharePoint action get file content, this one, and I'm just gonna hard code it. But in the real scenarios, you would be using environment variables for that. So I'm just gonna get it from here, and we're gonna use that folder. And let's say we're gonna use a different transcript for this. And now, as an input of this one, instead of providing it a text, I can basically provide the file content, which we will be getting from here. And that's pretty much it. Now, if I save it and test it out, right, let's do the manual one because we have added a new action here. And let's run the flow and let's see what happens. So what we've done is we basically get the content that we need for running this ChatGPT prompt, and we have then provided it as an input. And so this was the input, and as you can see, based on that input, it has generated a report as well. So that was the report that has been generated out of. And you can see if they are less than 3 bullet points found in the meeting transcript, that has added the no specific additional details are provided in the as a bullet point. All right, so that's how you can basically utilize the prompts in your Power Automate flows. I hope this video gave you a good introduction to prompt builder and how we can use prompt builder using Power Automate flow in order to generate some AI content. In our future videos, we are going to cover how we can use these tool sets in a live project and how we can utilize some other capabilities of Power Automate flow in order to generate some AI content solutions. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Till next time, cheers.